our first report on the disappearance of 7-year-old Fred Meister of New Ross, Nova Scotia, Violet Dalton, who was watching live at 5 at the time, remembered hearing the story of a deathbed confession by an old trapper who confessed he came across the remains of Fred Meister caught in one of his bear traps. The old man also confessed that he buried Fred because he didn't want the Meister family to suffer further. Violet Dalton told that story to Rex Meister and his sister Helen.
His friend on his dying bed told him that he had found the little boy in his bear trap and that he had buried him in the woods, not wanting the parents to see him in that condition.
In our investigation of this story, we contacted the Croslands in the area, but none heard of a trapper by that name. Rex Meister still finds the trapper connection difficult to believe.
Until I found that the Crosland didn't have any knowledge of it, I lost faith in it.
Rex Meister and I retraced the steps young Fred Meister, his brothers and cousin traveled on that day, May 1st, 1909. It was the opening day of the trout season. The river the boys fish from is located deep in the New Ross woods. The children spent most of the afternoon fishing. Fred's two brothers grew tired later and left for home. Much later, Fred told his cousin, Terry Meister, who lived in a nursing home in the valley until his death this summer, that he too was tired and wanted to go home. It was springtime. The river was swollen and dangerous, the forest dense, the logging road barely visible from the growth of trees. Nevertheless, little 7-year-old Fred Meister was cold, hungry, and wanted the comfort and safety of his home. So he headed off in the direction he thought was home. Perhaps realizing later he was lost, Fred panicked and ran deeper into the woods. Fred Meister was never seen again.
I know that country myself as well as I know the back of my hand. But what happened to him, that is the mystery.
Today, Rex Meister pauses before an empty grave and a tombstone that bears the name of his brother Fred. For Rex Meister, hope springs eternal.
I would die happy if I could know for sure what end Fred had made.